Should turn my AC up. Before I get started. Wish I had thought of that about a minute ago. Because I still need to make sure everything's actually up and running. And I need to open Restream, which I've forgotten to do. Where's my desktop? There it is. So I can't see the chat currently. Well, I suppose I can see it via Streamlabs. Hello, Oakley. There we go. That does confirm YouTube's up and running. I still want to grab YouTube's chat because I don't trust Streamlabs at all. I also don't trust Restream at all, which I feel is fair. Both of these have let me down in the past, so... Okay. Everything appears to be working. Low average. Yeah, hopefully there will be even more streams than just 2 in a row. Now, I need to quickly see about finishing something up on my phone. Jeez, what details did I use for this? I don't remember my details for my Nintendo account. I know I had to change the password a while back. I was gonna sign into the Nintendo app, but it looks like I'm gonna need to do that later. See, I thought I could remember what my password was, though I might have had the email wrong. I have 2 emails. Hold on. Beautiful use at the beginning of the stream. I was like, can I? Okay, I can hear the game. I was like, why can't I hear anything? It's because the game doesn't really have audio right now. That's why. So how's everyone doing today? Yeah, jeez. Okay, I can't remember the password. Blech. Let me get this controller back on. I know I exclaimed the virtues of this controller, like, geez, last Christmas, basically, when I had got it. But the Gamma Ray frickin' Switch Pro controller is surprisingly good. Especially for a third-party controller. It does kind of need the charge, so this is going to be fun. But, to be fair, I used to play with kind of breaking Joy-Cons. So, you know, could be worse. I could be using those again. Joy-Con, so I'd have to stop and literally work the control sticks for like 5 minutes just to make sure that I could walk in a straight line without the control stick just going, nah, don't wanna. That's a comment I've never seen before. So I guess Pearl and Marina have sunken a ship and probably killed millions. Not millions, that many people can't fit on a ship, but at least hundreds. Now, I'm gonna check what... Because I know the rotation's at 3, so we got almost 2 hours of this. Why is it Clam Blitz again? I was just checking to see if Triggerfish was here, and it is. As frickin'... Why? Why must you do this to me, Nintendo? I mean, as this shows, I've played every game mode up to X rank except Clam Blitz for a reason. It bad. Now, I used the undercover a lot yesterday. I feel like I really need to get back into trying to relearn how to use other weapons. Because, I mean, of course I'm going to do well with literally my most used weapons. So let's grab the N-Zap. I'm gonna zap people. I also apologize if my AC is audible in the background. It's hot. It's 25 degrees inside. That is too much. That is Celsius for any of you Americans who are like, 25, that's like freezing. No, this is Celsius. So like, it's in the 80s, 90s range, Fahrenheit. I don't know the exact conversion. Fahrenheit's weird. Once again, much like yesterday, I did just wake up. I apologize for the lighting. It actually seems a lot worse now that I've actually got the game running. I might open my curtain after this battle, just to see. If that makes it any better. All done up. Get over here. I took him with me. Well, apparently main power up is still something that Splat Pros use. Oh, jeez. Hello, Byron. I apologize for not saying more of your name, but I'm currently trying not to die. It's surprisingly difficult. No, you can watch on Twitch if you want. Watch wherever you prefer to watch. That's why I stream on both. I can see the chat for both. And both sides can see the chat for both. So, don't worry about it. If you prefer watching on Twitch, watch on Twitch. Byron Rebirthed. There we go. I've said your full name now. Thank you for following, Byron. Oh, okay, Rebirth. It isn't the easiest to watch the chat. Alright. Yes! I took 2 of them down, team! Go! Push! This team is, I can't get at this team. The weapons we all have, well, I'm the most aggressive of the lot, and I'm super rusty. Undercover Brella. That is what I mean. But I like playing a mix of everything, so I'm trying to get back into playing other things. Which, as you can tell, is not going terribly well. Discounting when I just played yesterday, the last time I played this was almost a year ago. So, a little rusty. I am going to go a battle before I grab the friend request, just in case someone is currently trying to join. I don't want them to join a lobby that I'm not in anymore. And then have to play through a game. And then potentially miss the next one. Yeah. It's just my general policy. Right, I was going to open my curtain. Where... There it is. Yeah, I opened my curtain with a tack. Because my curtain is a towel. Because basements. They're fun. That should give a little more light. It is wet and rainy outside, so won't be much. It looks a little better. I need like a proper light. I had a little USB thing that I could plug in, but it died. It also, close to the end of its existence, whenever I'd plug it in, it would smell like smoke. So, you know. What will I play after Monster Hunter? I don't know. I have not thought that far ahead yet. Mostly because Monster Hunter probably still has a good, like, 30-odd or more episodes to it. Probably on the or more side. Oh, that lag. Okay. Ow. Fair. Why... I was gonna say, why not scoped Kensa, but I mean... I suppose there isn't a huge difference with the regular chargers. Ow. Kinda worked. This is one of those moments where I feel like I should swap back to the undercover, just because, well, I am kind of better with it, but... Oh, okay. The way you worded it, it sounded like you were just exclusively not using just the scoped Kensa. That's what commas are good for. If you put a comma between all those, I would have understood exactly what you meant first go. Not to criticize grammar. I'm terrible at grammar too. So. No, it's fine. Don't apologize. I'm just saying that so you know for the future, so that you know you don't need to correct something you're saying, so that I understand it, because I don't have the most luxury of stopping and like reading things quickly. Well, like, slowly, I should say. Blech. I have to read it quickly. As a reminder to everyone, I am backing out after this game to accept friend requests. Yeah, I have a single hero weapon. And that's the hero Octobrush, and that's purely as a joke. I don't even use brushes. I hate the brushes. They're so bad. Oh, well, that explains why we started winning. They had a disconnect. Hello, loaf of bread. My favorite weapon is the default undercover brawler. That sucks. Sucks to lose your Switch. Yeah, I really don't know what version of the remakes I'm gonna get. Oh, yeah, low battery. 1 second. Need to grab cord. Wonder if this will work. If the gyro will still work. Eh. Cord. Now, to make sure that I'm... Wait. Is this long enough? Yes. Oh, that might have been why my light didn't work. I threw it in for nothing. Oh well. Apparently my USB hub came unplugged at some point. Hope the gyro still works. Hope it charges. It's literally plugged into the TV. I don't see why it wouldn't. But I also have no feedback if it is or not, so... My controller just might die. I have all the stuff to use the Joy-Cons, so... It's not a huge deal. But yeah, for a reference of... Let's see if I can remember. Yeah, that's my turf inked with that. And you can see everything else. You'd kind of need multiple of my other weapons to match this. Level doesn't really seem to impact your matchmaking much. So hello, Kyle, I believe. I always get that name wrong. So if I get it wrong, I apologize. Sure, if you're already on my friends list, you can just join. Otherwise, you might need to wait a couple of games to get the friend request through. You see, Turf War Matchmaker seems to more or less just shove you against whoever they can grab. So... are you referring to Splatoon here, Oakley? You start with very little, and as you progress, you can get more and more. And... I do have mostly everything. I imagine I'm still missing a few bits of clothes. But none of that really matters, and they had a disconnect. Ooh, well, at least that means there will be a slot. Ow. people running that shirt ability. I forget which one it is. It's either Respawn Punisher or Haunt. I think that's Respawn Punisher. Yeah, definitely need to be a couple games before I grab that. So I'm not going to back out immediately. So. I remember it not, like, Respawn Punisher not being very worth it in this game. Neither was Haunt. Haunt in the first game was pretty cool. Because it would basically point sensor the person. Here, it doesn't. It does the weird see-through bit, which is kind of lame. I have not watched the Pokemon Presents, but I also don't tend to watch those things. That probably sounds a bit weird, but it's just something I tend to do because I never tend to have money, so I'm like, why would I watch things for stuff that I know I can't have? It's just gonna make me want it, so. I wouldn't have either, myself. I wouldn't have Thermalink or Haunt. Literally almost any other ability would be better. Except Quick Respawn. That's been nerfed to hell. I know I'm weird in not liking Quick Respawn or Thermalink or, you know. Basically, because it's not gonna be a big help to you. Thermal ink really only works when they're standing above their ink, in which case you can see them. Unless they're behind a wall, in which case they're not a threat to you yet. Focus on the threats in front of you. Sure, they might be flanking around, but that's where learning to do that and gaining information from it comes from. Like, if you spend enough time flashing the map up and watching for, okay, where is changing color? Where are teammates? Where are they fighting? That gives you more information than Thermalink could. And it's literally as easy as just pushing X. And Haunt, well, by the time they're back to where a point where the Thermalink effect from Haunt will actually help you, it's about to wear off. So, once again, you're better off just using your map to see where they're going. And personally, in this game, I don't like Quick Respawn, because the moment you kill someone, it's useless. It's doing nothing for you now. In the original game, it still worked. It worked just fine. That was generally considered overpowered. I still never used it, but, you know, people would consider it overpowered. That and, Attack Up was, like, the only things that people used. Then there's me that would use random other stuff, like Ink Resist. I will after this battle. I didn't want to back out because people were trying to join. So, I will join you after this. I will join you. I will add you after this battle. Just so people didn't get stuck in a lobby that I'm no longer in trying to join. Because that was my first game of that startup, so. Yeah, jeez. Ow. I've been octo-brushed. Splatoon is a really fun game. Yeah, jeez. I'm seeing a lot of weird lag today. kind of weird, given I literally have amazing internet. So yeah, that is just a heads up to people that I am going to be backing out after this battle to accept friend requests. I would do it from in here, but that would lead to me disconnecting. No joke, I would disconnect. It always happens. I say that. It'll not happen occasionally, but it happens more than it doesn't, so it may as well always happen. Oh, excuse me. I do kind of wish Port Mackerel was on the rotation. Because there's something I love doing on Port Mackerel, and I haven't done it for a while. So I could probably actually catch some people off guard by doing it. And it's not a map glitch. Ow. I don't know if it's all there. Wait, no, it isn't. It's not all there because at one point I stopped uploading the Twitch VODs. So like half of it isn't there. And it's not exactly a game I can actually do a fresh restart of without getting rid of everything, and I kind of don't want to. I also don't really want to do, like, an actual Let's Play of it. Just a reminder, I am backing out. Hello, Jadens. Like, I wouldn't overly mind doing a Let's Play of New Horizons if I could just get a new file by just using one of the other accounts on here, but you can't. It's one file for the entirety of New Horizons per Switch, which kind of sucks. And yeah, I'm guessing you didn't get a notification because I am still uploading videos. So, I don't know about Object Shredder. It seems too situational to me. Basically, what I use with my charger is just this. But this is what I use with everything. This is just my general purpose armor that works with basically every weapon. Until I want to get super gimmicky, in which case I'll swap to other things. But I find this works the best for generally everything. Opening Gambit can be kind of gimmicky and fun. As can, Tenacity. Tenacity is actually something I've used a fair little bit, because it can be kind of gimmicky. Actually, Tenacity on a sniper would actually be not bad, because you're often going to be in the back line. So, while your teammates are dead because they're charging forward, you're getting special, just for existing, which, you know, is pretty cool. Shirts, I would suggest you either just use that as your Ink Resist slot, because Ink Resist is always helpful. You cannot prove me wrong. Especially with how badly I perform when I don't have it. Or run speed or swim speed, one or the other. Or get, like, this if you can. I don't know if you can still get this. Though I'm pretty sure that's actually not a great shirt, but... If you use a Bamboozler, you want stuff like this. Because enough main power up, and yeah. Actually, I'm gonna swap to my undercover. I know I wanted to get better with other weapons again, but I want to use my undercover. I just like using it. I want to unleash my inner pyro. But yeah, back to a thought I was actually saying before. On YouTube, if you upload too many things at a time, I think it's more than 2 videos within a 24-hour period. Or, say, go live and upload a video within, like, a 24-hour period. It stops sending out notifications, even to people who have, like, the bell clicked. It'll just not send them a notification. So... bomb resistance can be, but I would classify it as fairly gimmicky. And yeah, Oakley, I was poking to see. And I might consider New Leaf. Ow. I was flanked. Did he come all the way around? No, he didn't. Okay. Let's do that. The enemy team is using teamwork. What wizardry is this? I only am gonna get to hold my corner. I like holding that corner. But it tends to only work if the enemy team comes at you one at a time, or your team backs you up. And, you know... neither of those things is really happening too much. Alright, Oakley. Yeah, they are definitely using teamwork. That is wizardry. They're not supposed to do that. Didn't they get the memo? Teamwork's for nerds. Wouldn't be surprised if that's actually like a group of friends with how well they seem to be coordinating their advances. Though that could also just be full coincidence. So... ow. I don't exactly want to give randoms on the internet too much credit. I do not use the Kensa undercover because I don't like ink armor. Though, I will admit, that is probably just me still being salty about the nerf, basically it being a nerfed bubbler. And I loved the bubbler in the first game. The bubbler and the ink strike were like the two things I used the most. Tentamissiles is a good ink strike replacement. It seems the logical evolution with the loss of the gamepad. Ink armor is terrible. Wow, I scored worst on the team. I was too dedicated to that corner. Like, in my opinion, and I get I'm no professional player, though I have been asked to join professional teams in the past. I've also had the potential of offering my services as a reserve for a very competitive team, but that kind of fell through because my sleep schedule is garbage. Basically, ink armor only really helps you against the mirror match. Like, if someone's using, say, the Kensa undercover, and I'm using this undercover, they have the advantage. They do. Assuming they have ink armor up. Otherwise, we're pretty equal. Because it's a mirror match. And that's just the nature of the mirror match. Though that also ignores the fact that I could potentially ink mine them. And that breaks their ink armor. Right there. And if I'm playing this undercover to its strengths, which is picking a spot and then just never leaving that spot, setting basically a defensive perimeter up, I have the initiative. I have the advantage in the fact that I can have my ink mines set up. Based on how the undercover works when it fires, I can also back up pretty safely. How could I use that? Bit of a waste. Why would you super jump to me? I feel responsible for you people when that happens. Super jumping to me is like the worst idea you could ever have. And yet people still do it, as if it's a good idea. Ow. Teamwork. My weakness. Ah, I ran out of ink. Ooh, suddenly 3 DMs. Oh, okay. Yep, GG's. See, my ideal... Hello, my arm. Hello. But, my ideal undercover umbrella, and what I wish the Kensa would have been a, beacon with, like, the bubble wand. Or a bubble with the the beacons with like a booyah bomb or something. I mean, I have used this thing for a few hundred hours. It would be kind of weird if I wasn't good with it. Don't let my being good with this fool you into thinking the undercover's a good weapon. It's not. This thing is far from good. Ow. I got distracted. That's fair, my arm. I hope you enjoy Splatoon. Be aware the matchmaker is not kind. How good that ink armor did. Crafty little bugger. It's always fun to hide in that, like, little pile of ink behind the enemy team. And just wait with a splashdown. It's not effective, but it's fun. Okay. Stuff to clear here. I'll actually leave an ink mine here. Why do people insist on super jumping to me? At least at the time I was actually kind of safe to super jump to. Or apparently I wasn't. Never mind. See, that's why you don't super jump to me. I'm bad luck. Why? Why do you do this to yourselves? Please. You're just getting yourselves massacred. My friend code is in the bottom left corner of the screen. Black text. Should be readily visible. Yep, yeah it is. I can't blame people for asking because it's not in a spot of the screen you're going to be actively looking. Because you're going to be actively looking at the game, not the bottom left corner where there's nothing going on. So... Yep, GG's. I will get to the friend request after this battle. I'm gonna do something completely silly. Wait. It was that. No. That. That. And that. Right? Right. Yeah. See how bad I do. Haven't blastered in... probably a year. I haven't done a lot of things in probably close to a year or more. So... I must say, I am quite happy with the view counts I've been getting, given I haven't streamed in so long. It feels really nice that I actually am getting viewers. The algorithm gods are smiling upon me. I haven't got a single kill yet. I've chipped so many people, but I've not killed anyone. Though I'm not exactly using this thing to its strengths either. Okay, I have nothing to worry about. I can turf a bit. You shouldn't. I'm very bad to keep an eye on. Hey! What? No! We ain't teammates. Shoot. Freaking arrow spray just running beside me. Oh, why can't you plug your headphones in? The vibration in this controller is going wild. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea, Kyle. It's a very bad idea. See, you're dead. Now, you'd still be alive if you hadn't super jumped to me. I'd still be alive if I hadn't rushed in there, but I killed the other guy! That's the blaster's job. Hello. See, I died too. Because I'm also not very good at this, but that's why super jumping to me is a bad idea. Oh, you survived, but you also super jumped to me from like 2 feet away. Yeah, I'm backing out now to get the friend request, so. Should have given a reminder through that battle, but yeah. How did I turf the most? That feels wrong. Feels very wrong. I'm also gonna, while I'm backed out, I'm gonna take a peek through my equipment and make sure I've got all the right stuff on. Because I might not have the right stuff on. That's the thing. Because I'm pretty sure I had better shoes. But I don't remember. Let's see. Well, no, this is shoes. It was a hat. I could swear I had better of. Right. I suppose I have my opening gambit hat. That's probably the one I am thinking of. Actually, I have multiple opening gambit hats that are like that. Does this say what this does for this? Okay, yeah, that's useless. Yeah. As you can probably tell by the amount of opening gambit things that I have that are, like, maxed out, I kind of like opening gambit. It's very gimmicky and stupid, but... yeah, I think that is kind of my best hat. I would lose a bit of speed using this, but I would also have a bit more speed initially. So, Or I could go with this and just have all the ink resist. Nah, this is... Geez, 7 viewers. Why are you all here? Words you probably never thought you'd hear a streamer say. Yep, it makes you swim faster and run faster for the first 30 seconds. It is very gimmicky. It's not a good ability, but I love it because it's gimmicky. I like gimmicks. Gimmicks are fun. I play for fun, so... which is a good mentality to have, is just the play for fun. That way, you don't end up raging when things start going wrong. Because you're just playing to have fun, and if you're playing to have fun, you're probably having fun even when things are going wrong. Which is why, like, I'm jokingly getting at, like, Kyle for super jumping to me. But if he's having fun doing it, keep doing it, man. I don't care. You're having fun. Have fun. Like... It's a video game. It's not meant to be taken seriously. I am in, like, a bad spot. I just got 360 no-scoped. I will do private battles, but only if there's enough people that want to play to at least get a 3v3. I don't like super small private battles. Those aren't fun to me, which plays into what I just said. Like, I play for fun. So... I'm surprised I hit that. Normally when people get right in my face, I cannot hit them. Tactical retreat. I don't have the range to deal with either of those two. Ow. So, like, if we can get to the point where we can comfortably take up most of a turf war lobby, I will be fine starting a private lobby. But until then, I'm just not going to do it. Coward! Darn it! I don't like the range blasters. Like, I very much prefer just using the regular blaster. I know it's not the good blaster. I know even this blaster is not good. Like, there is a better standard blaster. But always go Splat Pro. Splat Pro's better. Everything's better than the frickin' Octobrush and Ink Brush. I don't like the brushes. The brushes are fun. I'll give them that. They're fun, but they're not good. They're in the same camp as the Undercover. They're fun. They're not good. And yeah, we had a disconnect. Oh well. I don't mind. It means one of you guys can get in, because there was a disconnect. They butchered my poor, Splat Pro, though. The default... Well, not the default. The alternate Splat Pro in, like, the second alternate Splat Pro, because I can't just say the alternate, because there was the berry and then there was the black one. The black one in the first game was the one with the point sensor. And they changed it to the frickin' regular Splat Pro. Made me sad. Because I like the black one, because I'm edgy. I wear black a lot. The competitive scene would disagree with you on that. Depending on the game mode, I suppose. The Octobrush is probably good for Clam Blitz. But being good for Clam Blitz isn't exactly an accomplishment. Ow. I got caught on their feet. I mean, it is just personal opinion, and hey, if you have fun playing the Octobrush, get it. Once again, do what you find fun. Don't let me tell you what to do. I mean... As mentioned, I can still have fun playing the brushes, but they're not good. Though, a lot of that comes from the undercover Brella, slash Brellas in general, are kind of their hard counter. And that's what I main, is the undercover. So... excuse me. Because, well, really, any weapon that can shoot under their feet is their hard counter. Just shoot under a brush's feet, and you've stopped them. You've done it again? You're gonna die? So this is a sniper here? I can't shoot people that are right in my face! I imagine they probably actually wouldn't with the controller I'm using, because it has a very squishy trigger. So... it's a very nice trigger. It's actually a pressure trigger, which is kind of cool. I don't need to push it in even remotely close to all the way. I just noticed there are 3 snipers on the enemy team. And a single arrow spray, trying to hold off the onslaught. I'm surprised there wasn't a sniper just trained on your position. Oh, I know what I need to use. I know what I need. Assuming I'm remembering the weapon right. I'm gonna need to actually see the weapon. What weapon was it? Brain, work with me here. I remember one very distinctive fact about this weapon. And that's all I remember. I remember. Where is it? There we go. Actually, yes! I must get the crack! I'm gonna do so bad, but I don't care. If I can manage to land all 3 hits, this will be glorious. Yes! Ah, I love that sound. Ah, yes. Did I get a friend request? I don't think I did. Did I? I only do that if I get friend requests. And I do it to accept them, because if I don't, I'll disconnect. Ow. He's brushed. was at that moment that person realized my hit on them earlier was a fluke. If I hit them earlier. Ah, beautiful. That kill sound is amazing, but you only get it if you hit all 3 shots. Damn it! Though I am finding myself to be more accurate. Okay, I will leave them be. I will not interrupt the squid party. Because that would be very rude of me. Okay, I guess I still got it there, even though I shouldn't have. I will take it, though. Exactly 1,000 points. Squid Party kind of failed you guys. GG anyway. If that carries on too much, as much as I like a good Squid Party, I may actually back out of the lobby just to get away from the Squid Party, but... Not that I overly mind them, but at the same time, like, I do kind of want to play the game. So. They can be fun every now and again, though. Especially back during Splatfests. You get, like, a team-on-team, just a full 8-person Squid Party, because no one, like, there's no point actually playing that game. I don't know. Why do you? This is my corner. There are many like it, but this one's mine. Ow. I tried to jump, but I failed. I'm impressed the gyro is still working with this thing plugged in. Fine, I can always claim this corner. No one seems to be in this corner. I will accept that. This is my corner now. Darn dualies. And they're rolling everywhere. Dualies and they're rolling around at the speed of sound. It's not very nice of them to do that. This is a terrible idea. Ah, yes. Ow. Accept your fate, E-Leader! Accept it! Accept your fate! Main power-up on an E-Leader. I thought I was the only one crazy enough to do that. All it does is give you more range. Darn it. I was going to try to get another kill sound, but it didn't work. See, I still have my habit of taking a drink after every game. Though, to be fair, after every game, my throat does tend to be a bit dry, so... The splatling is pretty fun. I kind of fell down there, so it's fair that you didn't see me. I came from the sky. I feel like I should lower the webcam just ever so slightly. It's hard to do just an ever so slight lowering. Yeah, that's good. Also, for those who may be wondering how much of a nerd I am that haven't been here before, that is a whiteboard, that is the periodic table, and that is a fedora. That is how much of a nerd I am. Wow, that's a lot of snipers. Ow. Should have jumped the other way. Though, me going on a minor ramble about Pokemon yesterday probably also said how much of a nerd I am. How are we... It's a bunch of snipers. How are we losing? How are we in danger? Excuse me. Yes! I love that kill sound! That is the #1 reason to play an L3 Nozzle Nose. It's just to get that kill sound. It's beautiful. It's frickin' crack. Once you get it, you want to get it again and again. And then you mess up getting it, and you feel terrible because you've messed it up. It very much has its highs and lows. Yes. Must get more. I need the consecutive hits. You need to land 3 consecutive hits with this thing to get the sound. And except when the game derps and just gives it to you, when it shouldn't. The trick to outwitting a sniper is just never pick a direction. Just walk in various random directions. You throw off their aim. Or zigzag. That also tends to work. This isn't a weapon to zigzag with. I'm getting a lot of 7 kills. Though I feel like I should probably change weapons. This is a fun weapon, but I'm, you know... It's too much of a good thing is exactly that. It's too much. Let's see. You know what? Hamster ball. I'm going for the fun. I'm gonna be a hamster ball. This is how you hamster. This is, in my opinion, the most fun brush. It's not good, as I've been over, but it's fun to be a hamster. Why? Because the game just does that sometimes. Random matchmakers are random. Hamster time. Hamster. Hamster. See, I'm currently making my nest. My nest is everything I'm covering. And then when threatened, hamster. How did I manage 2 kills? Now I need to construct my ball again and spread my nest for the world. There we go. Ow. Prediction! I thought you were still there. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna note, my arm, try to stagger your bomb throws a little more so you don't end up putting them both in the exact same spot. Been threatened. Assume hamster. And see, now you're on the team with the hamster. So, I mean, which was truly better, being with all the snipers or the hamster? Because I'm pretty sure the snipers are more actually effective than I'm being, but... That's not important. What's important is I'm a hamster. Yeah, jeez. See, like that. That was some good splat bombing there. Splat bombs are the hamster's weakness. See? Like, they're the weakness of the hamster. Many don't know this, but splat bombs are indeed how you hunt hamsters in the wild. So, yeah. GG's indeed. I'm gonna keep being a hamster. Probably won't do this much because, well, This does get old pretty fast, but... Also, I'm gonna, at the map rotation in about half an hour, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Because I'm gonna definitely be out of drink by then. I'm gonna need to be careful not to drink all of my drink before then. Or else I'll be out of drink and not be able to drink any more drink, because I won't have any drink. But I do have a bottle of water across the room I can grab. See, in what way do they make you regret playing? Is it because losing? Because those losses weren't your fault. Like the battle where you had the 3 snipers on your team. That was a pretty foregone conclusion. Like, it's very hard to win a turf war when 3/4 of your team can't turf. Like... I love how they almost just kind of held their weapons straight and it's just hitting me with the one thing. And that last battle, like... I mean, I was kind of gimping the team. Yes, I had a lot of turf points, but turf points aren't everything. I was threatened, but I could not save myself. Hey, I'm a hamster. Did you know that I am a hamster sniper person? You know that's a bubble. Bubbles hurt. Bubbles are the friend of hamsters. See, part of the issue with using a charger in these maps as well, like this map rotation, they may seem like a really obvious weapon choice, because, hey, it's a big, like, wide-open map. But that's also kind of the problem. There's too much space for you to try to cover. I should have just kept swinging, but I didn't. Like, this map, standing on the obvious sniper position of up here, you're very vulnerable, because it is a wide-open map. And you also have a lot of area to cover, and there's literally 3 ways the enemy team can come at you. This isn't exactly a great sniper map. And the Charger, it's a fun weapon that takes practice to be good with. Not the Charger, the Splatling. Left. I can think. I'm still waking up. I actually changed to my Splatling. I'll probably do terribly with it because I haven't played in forever, but... Let me get my eye. Oh, jeez. Where are they? Here they are. Do I want to use this one, or... Yeah, I'll use this one. Dust in my eyes. I'm actually gonna quickly grab my water because I can And I'm probably gonna need it. Water in a Pepsi bottle, because it's the only good thing Pepsi's for. I say that, even though I do actually kind of like drinking Pepsi. I'm fat. I drink a lot of soda. Well, I used to drink a lot of soda. I actually haven't for a long time. Ironically, I was thinner when I drank a lot of soda than I am now. Do I like what? Ow. I do not know them. Ow. I don't tend to follow the tournaments. I apologize. I mean, I kind of want to, because I have a buddy that plays competitively, but I'm terrible at keeping track of, like, when things happen. Mostly because I get super busy, so... That was a royal fail of a throw. Ow. It was corner peaked. Man, am I glad the oil rig isn't still a map. I can't even remember at this point which spawn it was, but I know one of the spawns just had the better time with the map. Left spawn. Right. Because both the spawns on that map were at the bottom. So that meant that basically the left spawn would always get the ability to right-hand peek corners. Yep, GG's. I'm kind of rusty with this thing, as to be expected. I forget the name of that map. My memory is terrible. No, I can't remember. I'm sick of like, what was it? And I just cannot remember what it was called. Dumpling. The trick to getting better in Splatoon, and really any game, is try not to be hard on yourself or your weapon you're using for the lot if you lose. It's easier said than done, but see, the last person that joined agrees. They say ye. It is much easier said than done, but if you can manage to get into that mindset, you will become very good at this game. Because you'll stop focusing on, you know, I did terribly, and more focus on more of a, okay, what could I have done better kind of mentality, which I know probably sounds the same, but it isn't. In one, you're just blaming yourself and not looking to really improve. The other, you're looking for where you could have improved. It would help if, you know, Splatoon had a way of watching back a battle, but it doesn't. And seeing that Morgan person's name reminds me that I knew a girl named Morgan when I went to school. She was very energetic. And kind of adorable, not gonna lie. Not in like an I was attracted to her kind of way, just in like a she was that energetic it was adorable kind of thing. Which I feel I need to explain, because a lot of people probably don't understand the difference in that. Because someone has been down here, they just didn't paint the whole thing. Oh, they didn't paint all the way down here. Perf. Ow. I was actually one of those kids that, like, I absolutely hated basically everybody I went to school with. The rare exceptions were people like Morgan, who just... It was impossible not to like her because of just how energetic she was. Not to say at times she couldn't get annoying with her being energetic, but... Ah, jeez, I'm dead. Yeah, I didn't exactly have a weapon I could counter them with. At least they aren't a Clash Blaster. I will never like the Clash Blaster. It's not a very good weapon, but it's good enough with no skill floor really to it. Like, it's a brain-dead weapon. You just hold down R2 and walk. That's a terrible idea, but... And I know, I said I don't like ink armor, but I'm now using a Hydra that has it. I use the ink armor on this Hydra Splatling as a quick reload, not so much for the ink armor itself. Splashdown doesn't work for as good of a quick reload because it's not something you want to just use. So... I should actually have tenacity on this. Basically, yeah. Gotta just keep in mind, you're one of 4 people. It's never... it's never your fault your team loses. Exactly. I mean, it can be. If you stand around, like, squid partying, then sure. But if you're standing around squid partying, you're probably not caring about the win anyway. So, good job, my arm. You're better than my actual arm. Well, we got a party starting. Just coming back up here for some turf, because I can. This is a case where, once again, like, your team is partying. Like, this is what I mean, like... This'll just happen. Which is why taking it seriously and being like, oh, you know, it's my fault we lost, like, there's probably another explanation. And we already have ink armor running, but someone may have already lost theirs. Guess I wanted my ink back. Yeah, jeez. Ow. I thought Luna Blaster was partying, but I guess they weren't. I thought they just really wanted to kill me. Yeah, I'm fully out of coffee now. Water time, because my throat is really dry. Even though water doesn't really help me with dry throat. So I say my throat's dry. It's more my throat is getting a bit sore. There is a difference. And it's getting sore because I am talking louder than I normally would. This is my normal talking voice. I am a very quiet person. So I tend to have to talk louder so you guys can actually hear me, because otherwise this is literally as loud as I am. So I have to talk at this volume, which makes my throat hurt. I could always just get closer to the microphone, but then you're gonna hear like all of my breath, and nobody wants that. Hello! Irvin. Irvin? I'll call you R. Because I probably butchered your name. I am bad with names. To be fair, based on my nickname in-game and my username, you're all probably assuming my name is Stefan, but it's not actually, it's Steven. And I will get to your friend request after one more battle here. I just want to make sure that no one is currently attempting to join. Because if I try to accept it now, I will disconnect. Plus, there are also people in here that, you know, are wanting to play. So... yeah, that's kind of the trick with any long-range weapon. The more vulnerable the weapon, the more people are going to want to target you, because they see you as an easy kill. Like, in my case, people are going to want to come after me, because they're going to perceive me as a fairly easy kill, because, I mean, let's face it, I kind of am. Not because I'm a Hydra, just because I'm not a good Hydra. The trick is learning when to just bug out, when to just run away. Because let's face it, if you're running into friendly turf, you will run away faster than the enemy team can pursue you. Because they need to steal turf, and you don't. Which is where a position like this can come in. Like, if I get threatened here, I can run all the way over here. Which is another sniper position. It's not quite as good, but it can still work. With one of the E-leaders, you can actually get an extra level of security, once you unlock it anyway, with ink mines. Kind of doing what I've done over there, that's an advanced warning system more than anything. It's not there with the intent of dealing damage. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by MPU. Ow. Ah, main power-up. Okay. The Splat Pro with it is not as good as it was, but can theoretically still reach 49.9 damage. Which would mean, once again, I'm backing out to grab the friend request. Need to say that really quick. I forgot to mention that through that entire match, but I am backing out to grab the friend request. Which basically means that if your opponent has stubbed their toe on your color ink at any point, the Splat Pro is now a 2-shot kill, instead of its normal 3-shot kill. You do need a lot of main power-up, however, so keep that in mind. Wow, I just reached 100 messages today with Restream. I swear if that shows up on screen, I'm pretty sure it will. I'll actually quickly demonstrate what I mean. Where's my Splat Pro? Here's one. Because with this, And this, which used to be enough for 49.9, or at least close to it. I think it was like 49.8 or 0.7. It was pretty close. Yeah, it is on screen. Currently, it's now 48.8. Which, albeit that's still pretty close to a 2-shot kill, but it's not the 2-shot kill. What would probably throw it over that is this. Which is not something I would personally use, but I like my crutch of ink resist. Yeah, there's a 49.9. So basically, now this is a 2-shot kill. Because no one's ever at full health. You might think you're at full health, you're not. You've stubbed your toe on something and lost like 0.2 health. You just have. So... do I want to keep using that? Nah, I'll grab something else. You know what? This is a terrible idea, but... no, I want this one. That's good. I don't know what dualies they'd be referring to, then. Unless it was, No, I can't think of any. I'm gonna do terribly sniping, by the way. As I've mentioned last stream, I'm left-handed, so I aim like this. I tend to snipe in games using my right hand, because that's how I learned to use a keyboard, mouse and keyboard, was the right-handed way. Because I am the only left-handed person in my family, basically. My mother's left-handed, but she's more omnidextrous than left-handed, so... She was just fine with a right-handed mouse and keyboard. Plus, that's how she learned how to use a mouse and keyboard. So... Man, dually sculptures don't get a damage up. Okay, that's my range. Yes, it's been that long. The scope sniper gets you extra range. So it can be worth learning to use it. Wait, what? How did I get that kill? That... Rory there was robbed. I'm so bad at this. But wasn't my ink storm over? That's the thing, like, I'm pretty sure it was over. Ow! Didn't realize there was someone behind me. I should really, Put one of those down. One of those down. I am so rusty at doing this. Fair jolts. Also welcome. I still turfed the most. That's sad. I know I'm predominantly a turfer, but... See, that's where, if you're great at sniping, like using a charger, just charge them. If they're running from you, you can chase after them. There's multiple sniping positions from various middle points in the map, so you have really no danger in chasing after them. Like using Walleye Warehouse there as an example, that center point is a great sniping location. This map, the center ridge, is a pretty good sniping location. So many snipers, and I'm the worst of them. Hello, Jolts on Twitch. Thank you for following. Ow. Can you tell I'm not a charger main in Splatoon? Well, that was actually my old man. That would add an extra layer of catharsis to doing that. Ow. I mean, that's fair. I like the extra range. That's just me. I can use unscoped ones, but if I'm using an unscoped charger, I'd prefer to just use the Squiffer. I mean, that is kind of what the Squiffer's for. Snapshots are definitely easier with an unscoped charger, though. Like, That is a definite. So for a moment there, I was actually good at sniping. Imagine that. Oh, maps are about to rotate. I wasn't paying attention to the scores, so I couldn't tell, actually. But also, why? Why triggerfish here? Yeah, I'm going to step away and put on something to drink, and then I'm going to come back and mess with some equipment, because I do need a drink. So I'll quickly be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. Please behave in the chat while I'm gone. There we go. Ugh. Yeah, I also hate clamlets. I just use, whatever you want to use. It's the joy of this. Now, what am I going to use next? Because I really don't want to keep sniping. I'm going to get my... Actually, I'll put this back on. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. In the weapons I never use. I can't say that. I think I've used one of these a fair little bit. I mean, that is 10,000 points. That's like 10 games. I've used these a fair bit. I just haven't used them for a while. Because they're a pretty good beacon weapon, but there's not many good beacon weapons is the problem. Yeah, I would hop right back into a game, but I am waiting for my drink to finish perking. So, and I'm terrible at deciding on weapons. You know what? I feel like a bomb rush. How fast did this thing charge again? Yeah, that doesn't need. This doesn't need special charge. Bomb rush! Gotta love bomb rushes. My drink shouldn't be too long to finish perking, though. Even though it's really hot, I am making hot chocolate, because that actually soothes my throat rather well. I should go my full ink resist setup. I suppose it isn't exactly a full ink resist setup. Because it's the, this helmet with this and this, you know, the full power set. From what I remember, both the helmet and shoes just rolled like this. But that's also not exactly the most practical of equipment sets. I was gonna do that and this, right. Alright, my drink should be just about done, so I will step away again to grab it. I do apologize that this takes so long. It's making hot chocolate using a coffee machine. It's fairly long. So. Oof. See, that's the advantage I have being in Atlantic Canada. Is we have a store called the Great Atlantic Superstore. And it has a brand in it called No Name. No Name has some hilariously named products, because their products are just what they are. And it's like the most just blunt, like, cola. That is what it is. That is what you get. That is what you're purchasing. That's what you get. But they sell these massive tins of hot chocolate mix, like, all year round. Like, they're freaking huge. So, yeah. I will be back in about a minute. And then we'll actually get back to playing. Alright, I am now back. And yes, I have a Tim Hortons mug. I'm Canadian. What do you expect? It's like a legal requirement of every Canadian household to have a single Tim Hortons mug in it, at least. Ooh, this actually might not be a good weapon for these maps. I don't care! Going! I won't be able to drink the hot chocolate for a while because this thing keeps them freaking hot for a long time. Which is literally a case of, on a scale of 1 to lumberjack, how Canadian do you guys think I am? I literally have a plaid mug and on top of that Tim Hortons mug. I am, I feel I'm fairly close to the lumberjack end of that scale. The only thing is I don't live in British Columbia, so, you know. I'm not full out Canadian, because that's where all the lumberjacks are. Apparently. I'm in Nova Scotia. We have a lot of fishermen. Which is kind of close to being a lumberjack, I suppose. It still involves a lot of water. Which to anyone that doesn't know anything about, anyone that doesn't know much about, the process of being a lumberjack is probably like, what does water have to do with any of that? They cut down trees generally into a river, and then they basically corral said trees down the river. Ow. Or at least that's how it used to be done. I don't know if that's still exactly how it's done, but wouldn't be surprised. Canada is kind of slow to adopt new things. Hello, AI. Ow. Ow. That is fair. Once again, it's summer. Plus it's like noon or 1 for you, so... Ow. Do we have a famous drink? Aside from coffee, I've not really heard of anything. And that's not really our thing, so... Ow. I am doing terribly with this thing. I know we had a disconnect, but still, I am doing terribly with it. I remember that being a trend every other time I've tried to use this, too. So, I'll probably just go back to my undercover. Alright. That's fine. Got snagged on the frickin'... I mean, it's a pretty famous establishment, even though it's literally only in, like, 3 countries. But, you know... Speaking of Tim Hortons AI, I can, It's not actual Tim Hortons. But it is a Tim Hortons mug. You know, it's the legal requirement of a Canadian household to have one of these. We actually have 2. We have an old school Timmy's travel mug, like a frickin', it's probably from like the 80s. How dare I? It holds the most. Plus, my other cup was already in use with coffee, and I didn't want to put hot chocolate in my coffee cup. Yeah, I'll just use this. Splatters from shots. I mean, you're a third of the way to having all the weapons unlocked, so... Still a tad too hot. Yes, yes he is. Hey, Arowana Mall. The map that back in the first game, everyone was like, oh, this is such a great sniper map. And I still disagree on that. There's too many little crevices, like right here. But I'm safe. I mean, I'm not safe from him. I'm safe from the snipers. Like... It is a nice, like, open map. So, like, I can understand the thought process of, man, sniping here would be pretty good. But sniping here isn't pretty good. At least in my opinion. Though, once again, I'm not a professional player, so... I'm just the average idiot. Oof, your internet does not seem to be happy with Splatoon. Ow. I will go one more battle before accepting that friend request. So, I'm not, like, ignoring the friend request I just got. I'm just gonna go one more battle first. Mostly because, well, delays are a thing. And my guess would be your ISP is not great. I don't really want to push in. Oh, they had 2 disconnects. I'm just gonna... I mean, this isn't gonna get me much turfing done, but I'm just gonna back off. I feel bad when this happens. So I'm just gonna paint up here. Is there a party going on? No, there isn't. Kind of hoping there'd be a party. Look at this uwu. Look at it. Uwu. My Octoling looks very unimpressed with it, but you know. I wonder if my team realizes what I'm doing. It's just painting back here because I feel bad. I want to give the enemy team a chance, like... Yeah, I could tell by looking at the map. Oh, there was a party? I actually misread what you said. I didn't realize there was one. Because looking at the map, it didn't look like there was. I wonder if Splatoon's been moved over to Nintendo's new system yet. Or if they're ever gonna move it over. Might honestly be why they're working so hard on Splatoon 3. Well, potentially working hard on it. They've not given more information other than it's coming and here's a single trailer. Like... I want to know more! I want to know what specials are coming, Nintendo. At least have an idea. Nice! Ow. That was a moment where I was like, wait, I should move. And then I just kept holding down ZR. I'm sure it will. Like, Splatoon 2 had a life of something like 2 years. So... Splatoon 3 will probably also get roughly that 2 years. Possibly more. I would hope for more, where Nintendo has made mention they're not making another console. So... Tons? Tons what? For guns? For planes? That is something probably none of you get. Ton, T-O-N-N, is a, well, was a Japanese heavy cruiser of World War II that was converted into a hybrid heavy cruiser aircraft carrier. She was armed with, I believe, 4 float planes that carried 100-pound bombs, but were also capable of carrying Type 9 torpedoes, which were very small. Like, very, very small torpedoes. As in, these torpedoes weighed like 100 pounds, 150 pounds. It's... They were basically worthless, but, you know. World of Warships actually has Ton in now, which is pretty cool. I have Ise as well, which is another Japanese ship from World War II. This time a battleship that was converted into a hybrid battleship aircraft carrier. She was also armed with 4 float planes of the same type that Ton was armed with. You just got a bit of a naval history lesson. Must never pick a direction. Yeah, that's what I remember hearing. Is that the Switch is about halfway through its lifespan. Though, to be fair, I feel like Nintendo could keep the Switch going for a decade or more with no issue. Like, I know there's people that are sitting back going, ugh, but the Switch doesn't have the good graphics. Graphics don't matter, guys. Like... I haven't been paying attention to the scores, so I can't say much there, Rebirth. I don't think they do, Jaden's. Purely because, well, Steam doesn't have a great track record. And yeah, people are excited for the Steam Deck. But, let me ask this. And I know the thing probably will have mouse and keyboard support. But can you imagine playing something like CSGO, TF2, Dota on the Steam Deck? Something basically the size of the Switch? That ain't gonna happen. Like... Not and playing it well, anyway. And those are some of the most popular Steam games. Those are the people they need to win over. Plus, I mean, we don't know how well the thing will actually perform. It might end up being a case where... You know, on paper, it can do all these things, but in practice, it's not great. I mean, let's face it, I'm not expecting much, given its size and price. I'm expecting it to be the equivalent of a low-end gaming PC. Which is about the same strength as a Switch. Just because of its price. Like, it really can't use high-end parts, because... it's cheap. Had they made it more expensive, then maybe, but... Ah! Avenged myself. Why would you use main power-up with the H3? I know, it can make it a 2-hit kill, but then you don't get the kill sound. And that's the only reason to play that weapon. Jeez. People not understand anything? Trade, I'll take that. Like, the main comparison for me will be... And this is an easy comparison, because we know Monster Hunter Rise is coming to Steam. How well will that play on the Steam Deck? Down to literal game feel, how well is that going to play? Because I doubt the Steam Deck's going to have gyro controls, which means no gyro camera. And the gyro camera is what makes Rise playable on a controller. To someone like me, anyway, who is a PC gamer. Which, once again, that is the crowd that Steam is going to need to appeal to. Because console gamers, well, some of them might care, most of them aren't gonna care. They have their console. Why would they want to buy another weaker console that they can carry with them? Especially if they already have a Switch. They basically already have a Steam Deck. I did not do very good. I didn't have my 1,000 points of turfing. Steam is a PC games platform, basically. Think of it like the Nintendo eShop, but it's on PC, and it's owned by a company called Valve. And has a lot more games than the Nintendo eShop does, but it also has very different games. Splat Pro. Gonna pro some splats. And yes, I do have the cover on this thing very strategically, so it's just the maple leaf that shows. Because I am worried about showing the actual Tim Hortons logo on stream. Even having already done it earlier, I'm a little worried I'll get a freaking, like... warning from YouTube or something because product placement, even though I'm not sponsored by Tim Hortons. Wish I was. Tim Hortons is awesome. But... Cocoa Puffs? But are they cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? That is the question. The freaking crack addict bird. I kind of wish I was, but they don't deliver in the town I'm in, so... And I don't want to go out to get it. Tim Hortons is good, but it's not worth risking the Rona to get. Which also, I'm gonna, even though I just mentioned it myself, I'm gonna request that none of you guys really talks about that, because if too many people talk about it in the chat, and it ends up on screen too much, YouTube is going to crack down on me, because how dare I talk about the Rona. Ow. It has been a really long time since I've had a medium double-double. For those who don't know what that means, that is a medium coffee with 2 cream, 2 sugar. It's been even longer since I had a medium iced cap, which is an iced cappuccino. It's very good. Ran out of ink. Darn you, Cocoa Puffs. They're pretty cuckoo. They had the patience to wait for me to run out of ink. Ow. I am not good with the Splat Pro anymore, jeez. I'm not good with any of this. Double-double is like the perfect combination. Ow. God damn it. But I'm also a weird person where I can quite happily drink coffee black, really sugary, really creamy, and a mix of all of that. Like, I can drink coffee with basically any mixture of any cream, sugar, what have you. But double-double is just the best. Okay, it's still turfed pretty well, I guess. Alright, R. Yes, I'm still calling you that because I know I butchered your name. And R is easy. It means you're a pirate. Being a pirate's pretty cool. But yeah, have a good rest of your day. No, I'll keep slap throwing. Yeah, I'll keep slap throwing. Though, I don't need to keep the controller plugged in anymore. Would have laughed if that disconnected me. That monster of a cord. Unless you meant just GG. It's occurring to me you may have just meant that, based on I believe you're still in the battle, well, the game here. How long has this stream been going? 2.5 hours. That's fair. It was a fair duration. Part of me kind of wants to go for this entire map rotation. But at the same time, it is really hot. So I do kind of want to end the stream at the hour so that I can turn my AC up. Because if I turn it up now, goodbye any chance of hearing me. Ow. Swift. It's kind of funny. They launched Splatoon 2 without main power-up. Because they knew damage up was broken in the first game. And then what do? Is they just add it later. And now everyone uses it on weapons that get damage up. You guys got that. You don't need me. Ah, they had to disconnect. Blue. Blue. Boo. Blah! Brain! I get it's hot, but function! Jeez. The heat is legitimately why I am streaming again today. Which is ironic, because it's the reason why I'm probably going to end the stream a bit early as well. Well, not, I suppose, a bit early. Normally my streams only go about 2 hours, so this is already longer than normal. But... because I was asleep for like a grand total of like 2 hours. But thanks to the heat, I'm definitely not sleeping again until later tonight. At least I hope. Especially because I got Maple Story to play. I'm actually currently... I have a character running for my idea for a Maple Story series. I'm currently testing how viable that'll actually be to do my basically wonky Iron Man. Okay, I feel like I should grab my undercover and assert my dominance against that undercover. But at the same time, watch them be better than me. They are using the better undercover for the mirror match. So... that could cause issues. Because that undercover having the splat bomb means it can just throw the splat bomb, break my shield, 3-hit kill. So. I'm gonna change weapons, though. Like, I don't mind the Splat Pro, but I'm not doing so hot with it. Bedazzled. I'm gonna bedazzle the enemy team. Hello again, Oakley. I feel like that was a sarcastic booyah. But I was out of ink. Go H. Well, I didn't even get to finish the sentence before they died. I didn't even get to finish their name. I knew someone was hiding around there somewhere. Wasn't where I thought. Oh, they have a Hydra. I didn't even notice. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so gassy. Ow. That just derped pretty hard. I actually turn my AC a little bit more towards me. Freshness bonus. If only that mattered, but I'm, you know, I can't level up anymore at the moment. Though I could if I went and talked to Judd, but then I'd be level 1 again. Turn my AC a bit. Not exactly pointed at me. Should be pointed more at me now. Yeah, I can actually feel it now. Make it more centered-ish. There we go. I need to put like a tape square on the floor so I know where to have my chair. Okay. Blossom. Okay. What does it even mean? It's probably a meme, and I just don't understand it because I'm old. Back in my day, we didn't have memes. I mean, to be fair, when I first started using the internet, there really wasn't memes. Ow. When I started using the internet like 20 years ago. I'm old. I mean, there probably were memes, it's just they weren't well known at all, which technically means they weren't memes. Because by the definition, a meme has to be something that's actually well known and part of a culture. So, you know. Good old memes. Oh, hey, the uwu is still there. That's a meme. It's also the identity of furries. Darn it. I wonder if it's still possible to guillotine people with the splash wall. In the first game it was. If you could manage to land an ink wall right, or a splash wall right on somebody, it would insta-splat them. Ow. Okay, maybe I should use an actual, like, good weapon. Or weapon I'm good with. Splatling is a good weapon. I'm just not very good with it. So I'll dig up my undercover again. And I only played it 5 years ago? I think 4 or 5 years ago. Darn it! I missed. No, I missed. Darn it! Teamwork! My weakness! Yeah, I think I played it 5 years ago. Maybe 4. I don't remember. How many years ago was 2016? Like the end of 2016. Maybe that would be 4. I can math. It's hot. Ow. Welcome back, Rebirth. I mean, I died a lot. You've missed that. You probably missed the discussion on medium double doubles being the best form of coffee. Not this time, Agent 3. Coward running away! Yeah, I think we lose. Yep. How was that not a danger? Hello! Another Kyle. There was another Kyle earlier. That's going to be very confusing. I think it's Kyle. Names. I do potentially remember you. Depends on how long you've been watching. Because there has been multiple Kyles. Slash, that name. I get wrong a lot. The one from earlier or the one that's been watching a long time? There's two. Or are they the same? I don't know. Yeah, jeez. I almost fell in the water. That would have been embarrassing. Ow. Though I will admit, I am an EVE Online player. I don't trust anybody. Well, I suppose at this point I should say former EVE Online player. I kind of quit EVE Online. Which I feel bad saying, because, like, it's still a good game, but... Ow. My love for the game just kind of went away. Though I honestly do feel if I had the money to afford the subscription for it, I probably would still play it a fair bit. Gods, I forgot about that when it comes to frickin' Splashdown. I'm remembering my old complaints with Splashdown. That being, I really wish that ink armor applied immediately. Darn it. I knew someone was over there. Darn it. Well, like, I don't know which you mean. Because I said two things. And you just said you're that Kyle. I said two Kyles. So... It could mean two things. You could be two people. Or one person. I honestly don't know. Like... you never answered that part. Because when I refer to been watching a long time, I mean years. Yeah. Though, just based on how much I am currently sweating, this will probably be the final battle of this stream. Because I am sweating a lot and really want to turn my AC up. I have a message. It's not what I need to reply to. I will try to be streaming again tomorrow as well, though. Once again, it's not guaranteed. I may go for a 4-day-a-week schedule where I basically do streams in groups of 2s with a break in between. So like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday kind of thing. I might consider it. Consider streaming Elite Dangerous. Darn it. All I needed was one more hit. Yeah, I'm out of ink. Why is all of that turfed? Team, please! How hard is that? I'm blaming the team. I shouldn't. I was kind of the one that passed by all of that and didn't turf it myself. Darn it. See, my main issue when I do any space game is that I'm going to be comparing it to EVE. I can't help it. EVE Online has been a good fourth of my life. It's just how I am. Darn it. So close. As a reminder, this is the final battle for this stream, because it is hot. I need to cool off a bit. I'm not sure what I'll do tomorrow. I kinda actually want to stream Maple Story tomorrow, so I might do that. But GG's. Yeah, my brain is not even functioning right now. Which is always fun when it's that hot. Then when I checked earlier, it was a good 25 degrees down here, and that was like at like noon, so not noon, 1. Rain, work. Close enough. 2 p.m. is the hottest time of the day, so it's probably hotter down here now because it got hotter and now it's slowly cooling off again. But yeah. Thank you everyone for coming out and watching. I will hopefully be back streaming tomorrow. I'll only go with the 2-day schedule if I end up getting overwhelmed by trying to stream every day. Though that also will just come from how well my sleep schedule holds up to when I can actually stream. So, yeah. Thank you all very much for coming out, and hopefully I shall see you next time I stream. Or maybe in the video that's coming out in literally 2.5 hours. 6:30 p.m. Atlantic time every day. Monster Hunter Rise. On my YouTube channel. So, see you all later.